Hello, welcome to your special spring readings. The vernal equinox marks the time of year to the seasonal shift into spring, bringing in warmer weather in the northern hemisphere and the commencement of the winter thaw. Of course, in the southern hemisphere, it is the beginning of autumn. Spring officially starts on March 20th at 3:29 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. The equinox means equal amount of day and night. Equa meaning equal, and nox meaning night in Latin. This is where astrologers set the marking point of 0 degrees Aries, creating the Western tropical zodiacal system. There are many cultural traditions that vary as to when the new year actually begins. In some cultures and religions, especially among astrologers, spring is seen as the initiation of the real new year, being that it is based upon the nature's season and not a man-made calendar year. But either way, it is an important time for us to awaken and emerge from the chrysalis of winter and put our dreams into action. Now would be a seasonally supportive time to honor your true passions by doing what you had envisioned during the winter months. I wanted to briefly share as to what I saw as being the most appropriate card to represent spring as the Sun card. And if it happens to show up in any of your readings, consider it a bonus. All right, so we see the sun as the bringer of light and warmth, which marks the seasons changing. We see the flowers here are in bloom, especially sunflowers in this card. We see this naked child as a sign of innocence and joy. And he's holding this red banner announcing a significant event that brings promise of hope and positive changes. We see the horse as a symbol for power and strength that the sun brings in its solar power. And finally, we have this wall here in the background, which is a distinct marker or barrier between one thing and another. In this case, it is the changing of the seasons. I may actually make a more in-depth video of this card's symbology on my channel's tarot tutorial playlist. But without any further delay, let's get started with your readings. Happy spring, everyone. Gemini, for your reading, I will be selecting cards from the Illuminati Tarot for each month. The first card will be for the remainder of March from the 20th to the 31st. The second card will be for April, the third for May, and the fourth card for June, up until the start of the summer season on the 20th. I will then be selecting a playing card for advice and or clarification or confirmation. And lastly, I will select a card from the Angels of Light Cards of Clarity Oracle deck to see which angelic energy will be assisting you this season, Gemini. Show me cards for Gemini. Nice mix. All right, so the shadow card is the Princess of Wands. All right, the Princess of Wands is very active. It's very dynamic. It's very fiery. And, you know, this has the energy of like pure fire, just sort of bouncing around and burning through things very quickly. You have a lot of energy, and I feel like a lot of you are going to be energized this season. Also, this is a card about messages. Okay, so seeing the signs and symbols in our life and acting upon that with our instincts. Okay, so this is the energy that you're going to sort of be embodying, is like noticing the omens around you, noticing those signs and symbols. I do feel like this message has come up for you recently in the either the March videos or the February videos. So it's sort of a similar energy that I'm seeing here. But okay, so what I'm seeing with these cards for March is the Prince of Swords. This is the Knight of Swords. It's your significator card, which is mutable air energy. And this is about dualistic thinking. It's about seeing things from many sides and perspectives. And also quickly, it's a card of like very fast, active, moving energy. The knights are in movement. They're either coming or going. And it has to do with like the mental mind. You could be fighting, like I'm getting like right fighting. So you could be standing up for some sort of principle or something that you believe in March. Okay, so this is a card of like activism. Okay, it can also be a card of like aggression and too much energy if you're not grounded, which is, it's important to be grounded. And I do see that that energy is going to be coming in for you later on in spring. So here comes the Two of Pentacles in April. Okay, so you have some things that you're going to be juggling. This is the juggler who adds something else to their also, you know, or their already busy life. This is an also and energy, bringing in something else, trying to sort of maintain your balance as you know, divert your attention to one thing and then the next. Okay, so the Two of Pentacles is about managing. It's about time management. It's about energy management. Okay, because you do have like this sort of pure fire energy. It's like you don't want to get burned out quickly. This is like the energy of like princesses are the pages, and pages are children. So the child or the page of fire, like, you know, runs around during the day, has so much energy, and then collapses after a sugar rush and takes a nap. So that's sort of that energy that I'm seeing here, where it's like you don't want to get burned out. You want to sort of manage your time, slow it down if you can, ground yourself, be grounded, find things that are make you present in your body instead of so active in your head. Okay, so I'm seeing that. Lots of busyness happening. There's something else new being added to the picture here in April that you're going to have to sort of balance or juggle. Okay. May, you have the Queen of Pentacles. I honestly see this as like a friend of yours. You could be the Queen of Pentacles, but my first like gut instinct was that this is like a warm-hearted, supportive friend who, you know, she's patient. She's also generous with her time. She's generous with her things. And just very kind, loving, and supportive person. And being around these type of people are going to really ground you, because it's like you're feeding off of other people's energy this month. So she's a little bit more slow moving. She likes to stop and smell the roses, and she's holding like grapes and like this golden pear in her hands. So she's also about like diet. What kind of foods are you eating? I did mention earlier like the sugar rush or the sugar crash. Grounding foods are going to help you. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles, you know, takes care of the things around her. She takes care of her domain. Okay, she definitely thrives on quality time. So whether this is you or whether this is a friend, the Queen of Pentacles is going to be very important for you, Geminis, in May. I do feel like this is Taurus energy. It could be like a Taurus friend is having a birthday. All right, so the Five of Swords. Oh boy. Okay, so the Five of Swords is not the best energy. Okay. I'm getting like, these are things that were said that would be better left unsaid. this energy here for June, okay? And I feel like there's feelings that are hurt. I don't know whose feelings they are, whether it has to do with this Queen of Pentacles, since this generally has to have some sort of context. Like this energy just doesn't come out of nowhere. The Five of Swords is like, you know, harsh spoken words. This is the card where it's like you win the battle but you lose the war. Things that are better left unsaid is what I keep getting in my mind. It could be because of lack of sleep. Someone is cranky. They say something that they didn't really mean. And there's a card of, okay, I'm also getting something else very specific coming through. This person could be important to your life because they could be going through a bad breakup and you are there to support them, okay? For some reason you've taken it upon your responsibility, because I do see, to like care for them, I do see in the background like this person who is like there for this other person, is they're like the crying shoulder, okay? Geminis tend to have a lot of friends, so I wouldn't be surprised if one of them showed up, you know, towards the end and they really needed you to be there for them. Maybe they have children. Whatever it is, they're going through a hard situation, okay? But I think that this is also about being careful with your words. If this doesn't relate to a friend, and this is, you know, definitely coming up for you, Gemini, it's just saying, like, be careful with your words. Don't say anything that you're going to regret here. It's a little bit down the line. It's a little bit a ways away, but this is just sort of that overall energy for you. I'd like to pull a playing card for some advice or clarification or confirmation. Let's see. Show me the card for Gemini. Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is about pleasure. It's about satisfaction. This is the wish card, okay? Wishes coming true. Some of you may be celebrating your birthday early. I kept getting like this sort of birthday energy, or someone around you is having a birthday. And this would be like the happiness of that. There is happiness to be had for you this spring. And it's going to sort of show up, I feel like, in the heart of spring here with the Two of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. Somebody may give you an important gift, whether that's the gift of time, something that means a lot to you, but there's just a general sense of like feeling happy with whatever this is, or whoever this person comes into your life. It's someone like special. There's something special about this. Alright, so I'm going to select a card from the Angels of Light deck, just to see which angelic energy is going to be assisting the Geminis this season. Angel of Comfort. Oh, okay, this is beautiful. And you can see this like face there in the card. It looks like a child's face to me. Innocent face, and I do see that like child innocence here. There could be something with a child, or someone who is a friend who's going through a hard time with their child, or something like that. Something like that energy. I do see that the Queen of Pentacles, again, she's very patient, she's very nurturing. She is a motherly type. She is a mothering type. Okay? And this is about joy, happiness, satisfaction, but it's also a card of comfort. And I did see sort of like the crying shoulder here, being of comfort to someone else. Now, whether they're doing that for you or you're doing that for them, this is that message that's coming through for you. So it says, such peace you can find in your life when you allow help to come from the angel of comfort. This angel brings the serenity of God to soothe you when you most need it. Allow the comfort of God's love to envelop and support you. Ask for help from this angel when you feel sad, abandoned, or fearful. All right, and that goes for you, and it goes for the people around you and the people that you care about, Gemini. So this is your general spring seasonal reading. Thank you so much for liking and sharing my videos and for subscribing to my channel. I will see you in the upcoming videos.